Hello, Tyler from Transmitter Solutions, and today we have our third battery. It's a WSA 10 and 20. The 20 is 6.5 feet tall, so this one is the 20, and the 10 is 3.5 feet tall. But these black ones, the black ones that we have, can go up to 32 feet, and the white ones go up to 16 feet. These guys are rated to last about 6 or 7 years. They're battery operated, and they're rated for indoors. So I think they're usually for windows. These guys have little attachments at the bottom here, or the top, depending on how you want to orientate your little barriers. But these have little cables here, and they attach to these battery boxes, is what they call it. And so this goes into the bottom, and you have the battery that sits on it. It's the same battery as the WDS. So these little batteries here, and they will come pre-soldered for you and assembled for you. So all you have to do is just plug it in and have it work for you. But for this particular video, I'm going to show you how to program it, and it's very simple. It's going to be really quick, and I hope that we can have this product for you available to use wherever you need it. So the first thing I'd like to show you is our battery box. So if we open up, inside we have an adapter for the cables, we have a tamper switch, we have a jumper right here, and this is for a 3.6 volt or a 3 volt, and this voltage is for this slot right here. Just in case you want to use your own battery, there is a slot for that, the plus B and the ground, and then we have a terminals for alarm and terminals for tamper on this little guy here. This is the battery. Like I said before, the battery will come like this with cables and the little adapter. We're supposed to solder the black to the negative and the red to the positive, but we will do that for you, and we'll provide that for you, and all you have to do is connect the battery to this little slot right here. So once you do that, it sits right here nicely on the battery box. And close it up. And it's the same for both sides. So if we look in here, for example, there's the red sticker, and it lines up with the red barrier, and I'll show you in a sec right here. Next, I'd like to show you how we prepare our ends. So on each barrier we have a hard end, and then there's a soft end. On the soft end you can cut through it, and that's where the cables can push through. So when you have the cover on top, you can put the end through, and it won't be open. The cables will connect to this terminal right here, and this is the white one. We have terminals here. It's the same as on the battery box. The jumpers, or the tamper switch, and over here is the programming button. Remember, this is on the white barrier. So on the white barrier there's the programming button, and we'll be using this to program everything. So this is all you need. On the red one, if you look here, is the terminal that you connect the cables to. From here to the battery box, here's the tamper switch, and right here we have a jumper. So if you look closely, there's a high and a low. The low is for 1 to 16 feet, and the high is from 16 to 32 feet. So depending on your preference, you can change this little jumper right here. Here I'd like to show you how the battery box fits into the barriers. If you look at the bottom here, it's designed to fit the barrier. So if we go to our barrier here, if you could slide the board a little further up along so the cables can fit in here, then if you'll open up your battery box, you can plug the cable in. So let me fit this in here for you. Like so. Then the barrier fits snugly into place. So from here you can slide in the black plastic top, just like this, and throw the battery box on top and screw it in. Before we begin programming, I'd like to tell you about our photo beams. If you look here, we have these lenses sitting on the photo beams, and they're removable. They just slide right out. And this is for anything under 6 feet. So you take them off on both sides, and you switch the jumpers to low. So let me show you again. It just slides right out. These things make it so you can go up to 32 feet. So I've connected the battery and I've mounted it to the wall, and it looks like it's already automatically aligned, but I'm going to show you how to program it anyway. So here's the programming button down here, and when we press it, it'll start looking for the transmitting side of the barrier, or the other barrier, and it'll have a long beep. When it finds its other barrier, then it'll stop beeping, and in this example, because they're lined up, it's not going to beep for very long. And then after that, we can set between having it break or activate the relay when it breaks one pair of photo eyes, or when we break 2 pairs of photo eyes here. So I'll show you for an example. So I'm going to press the programming button now. And when we do that, we have these lights on. And it stopped beeping, and then we have the choice between picking, I'm pushing the programming button now, we could choose between 1 barrier to break or 2 barriers to break. After a few seconds here, I'm going to set it to 1. It's going to start beeping rapidly, and then it'll stop, and that'll signify the ending of programming mode here. Okay, so it's done. If you look, the 2 lights are on. If I break a beam, then it's working fine. If we set it to 2 photo eyes, then I'd have to block 2 sets of photo beams for this transmitter light to turn off. All right. Thanks for watching our guide. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to know more about our products, please visit us at transmittersolutions.com or call us at 866-975-0101. Thanks.